coming up, but they should be laying eggs in about a month. Other than that, there's a couple other ones. There's 3 or 4 other ones. Had a slow season, like I said, that'll be on a future video. But yeah, so the dam was a double het albino pied, first time mom, and the male was a GHI double het albino pied. So this is a het to het. The odds are terrible. So she had 5 eggs, 2 of them were slugs. So we do have 3 chances to hit a double visual, which is like super unlikely, but not impossible. So this is gonna be fun. This boy throws out GHIs like there's no tomorrow. So I'm really excited to see what he produces. So yeah, whichever and whatever we get, I'm gonna be happy. So it's either way, it's my first try at double visuals. So albino pieds, I've been wanting to buy one, but I wanted to try to produce it before I bought one. But yeah, let's get right into this. I'm super excited. As I said, I'm super excited. Let's get this first egg out. All right, let's see. So they're still plumpies. They're still plumpies. Let's see. What's up, buddy? I already see you. What is up with all these big babies this season? Okay, that's strange. What in the world are you? I mean, what are you? There's no pastel in the mix. And this is like super blushed out. What are you? Okay, that's weird, guys. I'm like 110%. I didn't put another male in here. Maybe it's just a really pretty normal. But that doesn't look like a normal. I know you guys see that. That does not look like a normal. What the heck is this? I mean, perfectly healthy baby. Alright, let's move on before... We'll come back to this, because I don't know what the heck is going on here. Strange. What in the world? I'm telling you, I only paired to 1 boy. I don't know what else it could be. I mean, I really could be a really pretty normal, unless there's something else going on with these that I don't know about. This is a really weird shaped egg. So this one... Okay, alright, so we have a pied. It's not an albino pied, but... Wow, that's a really weird pied. Guys, what's going on? Did I put the orange dream to this? But I sold that boy like a 1.5 years ago. What the heck is this? What in the... What is that? Okay, I'm gonna need your help. So obviously pied. But like if you saw this in person, alright, I'm dumbfounded. I don't know what the heck this is. I mean, obviously it's a pied. But what kind of pied? Look at the markings. Dude, what is that? I mean, it's totally healthy, moving around like a little bandit, but what? Alright, you guys are gonna have to help me out with this, because I have no clue what this is. I've hatched out orange dreams. This ain't no orange dream. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Look at that pattern. What is this? Oh man, if I tell you guys, like, this is... Look at the pattern! Look at... What is that? I don't know what this is. I'm gonna need help with this one. Alright, so he proved out Proved out. I mean, he always proves out pied. Pied is not an issue. It's never been an issue. Alright, now I'm really curious of what this last egg is gonna be. Alright, something's going on because I don't know what these are. I have no idea what these are. Like, at all. Like, no fucking clue. Sorry. Vinny's gonna have to edit that. Sorry. Alright. Last one. I mean, I didn't hit my albino pied. I don't know if I'm gonna. But as of right now, I'm pretty happy. Oh, my heart dropped. Okay. Alright, so we didn't hit the double visual, but I think we just hit a GHI albino. Oh, that's beautiful. Wow. I didn't think it was gonna be that pretty. I mean, no offense or anything, little one. Oh yeah, that's a GHI pie. A GHI albino. That's pretty. Look at that. Wow. Holy. Don't worry about all this, guys. This is just me hitting the blood vessels when I cut it open. Totally fine. Totally normal. I mean, obviously moves around, see? Oh, look, you guys can see. It's moving. Very beautiful animal. Oh my goodness. Hi. Beautiful animal. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I love this. Whatever you're female or male, you're being held back. GHI? I'm surprised he didn't spit out any more GHIs. Oh, maybe that's what that is. No, because that one, my other GHI pie doesn't look like that. I don't know what that pie is over there, but I'm really happy with this GHI. I didn't hit the double visual, but I'm okay. Like, this is a pretty cool clutch. This is cool. This is cool. I'm happy. I'm pretty happy. Oh, let me get this bag in. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's cool. What a clutch, guys. What a clutch. 3 eggs, and I don't even know what's going on in them. Welcome. Got it messed up? I can't tell. Alright. Good? Alright. Welcome, everyone. As usual, Tish from Python Spawn, co-host Kylan and Dee from Bomb Projects, and our special guest, Earl, Lone Star Reptiles.
What's going on, guys?
There you go. I'm going to give it over, and you guys introduce yourselves as usual.
What's up, y'all? This is Earl with Lone Star Reptiles.
KG and D, Bomb Projects.
We are zooming in from Amsterdam right now. We just did the Houghton show.
Very cool. All right. Well, before we were live, we were talking about some very interesting stuff with Earl. So he was talking about Arlington trip. So do you vend at Arlington?
So we have a booth. We don't have animals. I don't believe in taking animals to shows. That's just my feelings. Shows are to show stuff off, not sell. And that's just the way I feel. We have t-shirts and hats and stuff like that at our booth. This year we will have guns in our booth. We're going to have a lot of air rifles out there. I designed a gun for the auction. So we're going to have about a $2,000 air rifle auction off for the U.S. ARC auction. It's got a silencer about that long on it. And down one side of the silencer, it's got the U.S. ARC logo. And on the other side, it has the NARBC Arlington and the date of the show. So it's going to be pretty incredible. I'll have one of my personal guns out there, actually a couple of them, but my newest and latest and greatest I'm picking up tomorrow. It has Lone Star Reptiles down one side of the barrel, the U.S. ARC logo on the other side, and then on the end of the barrel where the bullet comes out, it has my logo right on the end of the barrel.
Oh,
That's
Star.
cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy. It's a 308, but it'll be out there. All of them will be fully loaded scopes, bipods, the whole 9 yards, so you can see what they are. We'll have all the information on the guns to where you can. I mean, you can order them through me, but you can order them direct from the manufacturer as well. But we do a lot of testing for them, and so I talked them into letting me have one for the auction, and so I got to design it and everything. So it'll be nice.
Is this gonna be a gun that are they gonna remanufacture it? Is it gonna be a limited run?
Oh no, it's only one like it.
One of one.
That's gonna be
One of one.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna raise a lot of money.
That's gonna fetch some coin.
Yeah.
It's got a carbon fiber tank on it. I put every upgrade that you could possibly put on this gun. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty nice. We're still trying to figure out how we're gonna display the guns, and we're not allowed to let people handle them and all that stuff. This is really new for this industry, and so we're trying to integrate the two. And if this works well, we're gonna have a second booth with nothing but guns in it on the next show.
Are the guns orange?
No,
That's
I
exactly
wish.
what I asked. I asked the same thing.
I wish. I can have mine Cerakoted orange, but it was going to cost it was ridiculous. It was like $900 to $1,000 just to Cerakote it. So
Wow.
I told them I'll settle with just the silencer orange, but we're going to do it in black.
That's all right. You can get orange ammunition. You get
Yeah.
orange pellets.
Yeah.
That'll be just as cool. All right, so it's more of a So you work with them. Who else sponsor? It's like a sponsor for you. I know Sensor Push and all that. Did you want to push some information out with them?
Yeah, Sensor Push is we've been with Sensor Push for I guess 4 years now, and man, I tell you what, I got a whole case of Sensor Push sensors right now to put in all this new reptile room. Every single cage has minimum 2 sensors. Most of them have 3 and 4 in each cage. The cages are just enormous. I don't know if y'all have been following the YouTube shorts that I've been putting out, but every day I've been putting out something on for YouTube shorts showing the build of these cages. They're going to be incredible. All the sponsors are etched in the glass on the bigger cage. I'll give you kind of a sneak peek if this will pull, if you can see this. I just finished this cage today. This is the newest one. I don't know. It's not showing up real good.
Yeah, it's actually showing pretty well. Is
Is
that
it?
the one for the red-eyed crocodile skinks?
No, so this is for the white-eyed crocodile skinks.
White-eyed?
So I have both now. I have both the red and the whites.
I didn't even know there was a white-eyed crocodile skink.
So this is what the 3 cages together look like. So there's one that's 6 feet long, 24 by 24, and then there's 2 sitting on top. They're 36 by 44. Yeah, one's Tish's new bunk bed. We never have to worry about her touching the end.
Oh man! Well,
Does it come with a step
I knew it
ladder
was
to
coming.
get in it?
Well, no, it's on the floor. She don't have to.
Oh,
So
okay.
I just
You don't
can
have
tuck
to
and
step
roll.
up.
I can tuck
Yeah.
and roll into one of these.
Yeah, just
See?
touch and roll.
Look, I'm gonna end up having to crawl into one of these cages now.
So this is the new reptile room.
Wow.
Nice.
And so there's 2 6 foot by 30 by 30 cages on one side, and then on the other side you got the 6 foot by 24, and then the 2 36 by 44s.
Wait a
And
second.
then it's got a
Where is
it's
that?
got a so you remember where my stepson used to sleep?
Yeah.
His bedroom?
Yeah.
Well, he's no longer here, so now it's a reptile room.
Kicked into the
Hey,
curb.
so that means he can't come back.
Can't
Nobody
go
can
back
come here.
Can't come back.
Yeah, this
Over.
is my office in here, and of course all the venomous stuff's behind me.
Yeah, I was
Right.
wondering. It's so quiet in there.
Yeah, and I'm really surprised because this guy, he's a jerk. He's already flipped his water over. I just put him in there today. He's actually a wild caught that we caught locally here, and I use him for educational programs and stuff. But my wife had all my gear in her truck today, and I got a snake call, so I had to pull him out of one of the little carriers, and so I put him in here, and he was pretty upset with me. He's pretty pissy, but yeah, this is my office. You know, y'all get to see all this and play with one of the Gila monsters when you're here. And
Right. Yeah.
That was my favorite
Can't
part.
wait. Can't wait.
That was my favorite part. So what kind of venomous do you work with? I know they're primarily, well, I think they're all rattlesnakes. Are they all pygmy rattlesnakes?
no, I have several different species. So most of them are going to be pygmies. I've got like the tigers and the bandeds, but I've got like the Arizona black, Texas black tails. The Arizona black tail is kind of a greenish yellow color, where the Texas is silver and black. Then we have the Arizona blacks, which are beautiful right now, but they'll even be more beautiful as adults. They have a lot of color to them at this point. That'll all turn jet black with gold pinstripe on them, you know, as they get bigger. We have the Northern Pacific, Great Basin. Shit, I don't even know what else back here.
Western Diamond.
I have two now, but so I have one that was born here, and it's a female, and I picked up some snakes out in the wild, and I brought them back here because we didn't have a way to release them that night, and one of them had a bunch of babies, and so one
On
of
the same night?
yeah.
Oh wow.
So one of the babies I actually kept two of them, and I sold them. And the guy didn't want this one after a little while because it was so mean, and gave her back to me. And she's just as docile as can be.
She's
Now,
the nicest one.
She's the first one. When you walk in the room, she don't know who you are. She's the first one to sound off. I mean, as you can see, I'm sitting in here moving around. And
Right. Yeah. They don't care.
Are you going to breed her again, or
No.
They give do all the rattlesnakes give they bear live young, right? All of
Yep.
them?
Yep.
That was an interesting surprise, I'm sure.
Right. Yeah, I didn't know that. It's a great
Yeah.
fact.
So
I gotta.
Are rattlesnakes only in North America, or are there any in
Oh, no.
other parts of the world?
They're all over the world.
They're all over.
I was totally
My goal-
Americans.
My goal is to have every single rattlesnake in the world in one collection.
Right.
every whiskey and every rattlesnake?
There you go.
You were double
So
checking
bring
me.
one, you
Kyler.
come.
He was double checking me.
What?
We
No,
had this conversation earlier.
I didn't know.
Yes, yeah. But they're especially coming in the Southwest. Yeah. Well, since we're on the subject, how long have you kept reptiles? How long has it been?
Been doing venomous for 36 years.
36
Wow.
Yeah.
years.
Ball pythons about 20 years.
Before any ball python, you were messing with poison.
Venom.
Nice.
Yeah, venomous have always been a big love of mine. Crocodilians is my second love. I love alligators, crocodiles. You know, they're just a blast.
Is there a reason why you don't have any?
Yes and no. I'm waiting on some now. I'm waiting on albinos and pieds. And as soon as the guy hatches some out, we're bringing those in. We're going to start working with them again, but we only want albinos and pieds.
Nice.
I don't think I've
Yeah, I
ever seen
just
a
saw
pie.
the pied alligator.
I've never seen
Those are pretty crazy looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The only
Right.
drawback is you can't do an albino pied because, you know, the albinos are solid white anyway.
Right. Yeah.
It's not going to help you any.
No.
But we are looking at doing, I mean, you can see where I'm going with this, but I'm trying to bring in a pied Western Diamondback, and we found a lavender Western Diamondback. So you can kind of see where I'm going with that.
Right. Yeah.
I want to make a lavender.
A matching pair, right?
Yeah, I want to make a dream signal in a rattlesnake.
And a rattlesnake. That'd be crazy.
That would be insane. That would be.
Do you have any albino rattlesnakes now?
We've got a caramel albino.
Okay.
So we had a purple albino that was just incredible and never could get it to eat. Had a really hard time with it. It would kill it, eat it, and then regurgitate it within 24 hours.
Wow.
And so it never actually took a meal down. This caramel albino down here went a year and a half assist feeding it before it took food on its own. So
Now is it good?
yeah, he
Yeah.
eats every week now.
Oh, okay.
We were
So
breeding
rattlesnakes every week? You feed every week?
Yeah, I feed them the same way as the ball pythons. I just feed really small meals, just like I do the ball pythons.
Yeah. Now, will they eat ASF too?
Yep. Everything in here eats ASF.
You don't need to breed 9 different species of rodent.
Well, and so that's one reason why we went ASF on snakes, because depending on where these animals come from, you know, they may eat squirrels, they may eat kangaroo rats,
Right. Yeah.
and let me tell you, finding kangaroo rats was a nightmare. So, I can get them out of Arizona, but nobody can breed them in captivity. From what I hear, they just don't do well.
Right.
So, I started switching all those animals over to ASF just to see if they would take them, and they did. 90% of what's in here is wild caught. I prefer buying wild caught species or going out and catching them myself, mainly because they're a lot hardier.
Right.
Everything I bought that was captive bred has died, and
Really?
I just finally I got tired of messing with it, and then we just go out and catch our own.
Now, is that across the board with all rattlesnakes?
Well, I mean, I've had really bad luck with captive bred stuff, or so they say they're captive bred.
Right.
I don't know where they're coming from. I mean, it's kind of like the ball python industry. You got it to breeder.
Right.
And venomous guys, I mean, it's a little different world. It's starting to integrate some,
Yeah.
in the ball python world, but still, the venomous guys are kind of frowned upon, and
Yeah.
rightly so. I mean, you look at some of these videos that people put out, it's ridiculous. You're not ever going to see me with a rattlesnake wrapped around my neck, even though I can do it.
Right. Yeah.
It doesn't mean I'm going to do it. And it's just, that's part of what's wrong with our industry now is stuff like that. We don't need to see feeding videos. We don't need to see free-handing, venomous snakes. We don't need to see any of that stuff, because all that does is give the government the right to ban those animals.
Mm-hmm.
And say your son is on YouTube watching me with a Western Diamondback around my neck and playing with a cobra at the same time. Well, now he says I can do that too.
Yep.
And the first show he goes to, I mean, I've seen it happen. I've seen a 12-year-old buy a monocle cobra from a show.
Wow.
A lot of these guys, they don't care. They'll sell it to anybody.
Even the breeder didn't show discretion.
Nope.
Took the money. Thank you.
To a 12-year-old. Jesus.
Didn't ask if he had the right enclosure.
Nope.
The right. Nothing. Damn.
Or a
Man,
parent present.
that ruins it for everybody.
I videoed the sale.
Wow.
I mean, it was ridiculous. Then I went to the kid and asked him how old he was, and he told me he was 12 years old. And I asked him if his mom knew he was getting that, and he said no, she knows I'm getting a snake. And so I turned him into animal or Parks and Wildlife. They should come up there and confiscate every animal off that table, and he can never sell animals again.
Rightfully so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rightfully so. Oh well.
Yeah.
She
And the kid got his money back, but it's pretty sad.
Yeah. You got to be really hard up for sales or money.
I do have an orange cup though.
Listen, I did not wear this sweatshirt in your honor, although it is appropriate, right? I was like, oh, look at me. We're matching.
There you go.
You didn't buy that specifically for Earl?
I was perfect, although, it's current. It doesn't say
Yeah.
We'll fix that. Don't worry.
Hey, have y'all seen Bucky yet?
Yeah.
Bucky's our mascot. My cowboy hat has a porcupine quill, so does his.
How cute.
And he's got his little U.S. Ark shirt on today.
Yeah.
Did you catch those porcupine quills or find those yourself?
Yeah, I have a porcupine.
You didn't know.
Why not? Well,
Yeah.
I don't know that.
There's his LSR shirt.
Goodness. It's so cute. Don't start me with the minis.
Oh, can you send one of those to Tish?
That's
Do y'all know who Tatum's Exotic Reptiles is?
Yeah. I do.
There's his TER shirt.
oh
Right.
my goodness.
So my beaded lizard was wearing that last week.
So cute. I
That's
love
funny.
mini stuff. Mini stuff
Yeah,
is
we're gonna take pictures of my beaded lizard in this one next week.
Aw, it's so cute.
And then we're gonna do a photo op with Tish wearing that one.
Yeah. Yeah,
Tish, she was right there. Come on.
Hey, she was lucky when she was here because I had onesies available.
Wow. That's funny because I actually sew onesies. That's the funny part.
Yeah.
When McGill and Harry Wang was here, I asked McGill, I said, what size shirt you wearing? He said, I'll do a large. And I looked at him and I was like, yeah, whatever. He goes, well, I like them snug. I said, okay. I got him a large and I said, Harry, what size shirt you wear? I said, man, never mind. I ain't got no toddler stuff. I said, but next year I'll make onesies.
No toddler stuff.
Yeah, they had just rode the bull the day before, so they were both pretty sore.
They got beat. Yeah, I saw that video. That was funny.
I was actually going to put a mechanical bull in the backyard and raise mark on a mechanical bull.
Yeah.
And they told me I needed a square of 20 foot by 20 foot. And with all the buildings I have back here, there's not a spot in my yard I can get 20 by 20.
Yeah.
So that'll be for a later date. But
That's funny.
because that's going to raise money because every idiot after drinking, they're going to try to outdo the last guy.
Exactly. Let me get on there.
Yep.
That's a great idea. They should have one of those in the auction.
Man, I don't even think I would last 10 seconds on one.
Oh, I did that once. It was really fun, but
Depends
I was
on
about 15 years younger.
who's on the controls.
Well, if you get some drunk idiot on the controls, because I used to do that right out of high school. I was that drunk idiot running it.
You were
if I
slinging
didn't-
them across the room.
Oh, dude, if I didn't like you, it's on.
It's on.
boy.
Cranking that sun gun all the way up, and we're gonna throw you.
That's
But yeah,
funny.
the rental company, they send somebody out to operate it, so there's none of that going on.
Oh, right. Yeah. So you don't.
So it's actually pretty cool. But yeah, you get a bunch of these drunk idiots and tell them crank it up.
Yeah. Let it go.
Yeah, the last benefit we did here, we raised quite a bit of money in the backyard with the grappling matches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
I
remember that.
missed it,
Yeah.
but
Y'all,
yeah, I
y'all got
remember
to
it.
see one. Y'all got to see one. There
Yeah,
were
we only
9
saw the
matches
end.
total.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay.
We had girls out there wrestling. I didn't see none of it either. I watched the first one and I was in the snake room with everybody else. And I come out of the snake room and there's one guy with his elbow all dislocated.
oh my god.
Another guy's over there trying to put it back for him, and it's like, wow, dude. Yeah.
Sounds like a
missed
lot
it.
of fun.
Is this an event that you have associated with this Arlington show every year, or?
Yeah. Twice a year we have a party at my house. I take everybody out to dinner, and then we come back over here and hang out till the last person leaves.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay. Is someone still there?
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Well, and it doesn't just stop that day. I mean, the party's on Friday night, but man, Tish was out here on a Sunday.
Right before I left.
I mean, I have people here. They start coming in on.
We'll
I'm
be there
filming
Wednesday.
I'm filming a movie on the 20th, and the 21st I have people showing up at my house.
Yeah.
So, and I told the movie set, I said, dude, you got one day with me. That's it. I said, because
I was about to say we
supposed to
are.
we
we
were
are
supposed to
getting
do
there
it last
when?
month.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting there on the 21st.
You already filmed one
Perfect.
prior to, right?
Oh, I work on TV.
Right.
That's what I
okay.
do.
Yeah. I remember hearing you saying you filmed one.
Well, I used one of my snakes in a movie last January, and I'm using that same snake in this movie.
Okay.
I think it's
Is that a
some of the same-
Burmese or?
Yeah.
Yeah, the big Burmese.
She's only about 7 foot. But she's
Right.
a beautiful animal. All the production companies that have seen her always want to use her. So
Is she? How old is she?
she's about 1.5 years old.
So is she on the smaller side of
Yeah, she's.
Burmese?
I slow grow her.
Okay. Yeah.
For that reason. So I had a 20.5-foot berm that weighed 275, and it's hard to take that in somebody's
Right.
house.
Yeah. Exactly.
And so we bought another one. We went to get a male because they stay smaller. And I got down there and I seen this female, and I was like, dude, I want that female.
Yeah.
And so I just decided I'd slow grow her, and she eats ASFs, weaned ASFs with everybody else. She just gets 2 or 3 a week.
The dwarf bird.
I looked at them. I wasn't real impressed with them, but
Okay. So it's nothing special.
They can do it. It's just too small.
the dwarf berms, they don't get but about 6-7 feet total, but they get pretty big around.
I didn't even know there were dwarf worms.
Yep.
I guess because I don't pay attention to animals I can't have. Like 90% of the reptiles in New York. Can't have anything here.
Well, maybe it's because you're too short to worry about the short animals. I don't know.
I mean, majority even the ball pythons are about. They get to 5 foot, and yeah, I'm only 4'11", so even those snakes are bigger than me, technically.
Yeah. So I just hatched out my first LSR fire clowns.
And
I
that
got
was my
2
next question.
I got 2 LSR fire clowns and 1 LSR fire mahogany clown out of that clutch.
Oh,
I'm assuming everything is holdbacks.
It's sick.
I can only imagine.
That mahogany is sick. It's not out of the egg yet, but oof.
Yeah.
So Hector hit him before I did.
I heard.
And he was hesitant calling me to let me know, and I told him, I said, dude, I mean, it is what it is. My male didn't go for 2 years.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I mean, I should have hit him 2 years ago, but I'm happy for him. I mean, it's a good looking animal, and he needs to push it more.
Yeah.
But you can bet you mine are going to be pictured out. I promise you.
Ostracized.
They're gonna be on the catwalk.
Yeah.
Have you
They're
put it
wearing
into any more
orange
recessives?
t-shirts.
I do it.
Have you put it into any more recessives?
I've got it in Desert Ghost, Pied. I've got it in everything.
Desert Ghost. Wow.
Yeah. So when am
That's
I able to put my name on a wait list?
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
There ain't no waiting list anymore. It's all first come, first serve.
Yeah.
So I've got some. The video hadn't released yet, but I've got an LSR Firefly, and then I have an LSR Firefly OD that I'm putting on there probably. The LSR Fire OD, I just don't think I can let it go. And I don't know why, because it's not hit for anything, but man, that thing is
It looks
just
good.
incredible. Man.
Fireflies look good. So I can only imagine with LSR on it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Look up. You can see them on my Instagram account.
Mm-hmm.
I've got like LSR Firefly spot nose, LSR Firefly spot nose pins, and I actually saw a Desert Ghost spot nose pin the other day. Or is a Desert Ghost pastel spot nose pin, and I ain't trying, but mine was cleaner.
Yeah.
And so
Well, Brian always gives you your props on your LSR Fire because he wasn't a fan until somebody gave him a DG LSR Fire challenge, and he flunked with flying colors.
Yep.
Oh, that's DG. No, that's Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a really good card too. When they're both looking their best, I mean, it's it's a challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had very few people guess it right the first time.
Yeah.
So
I don't
the
think
LSR Fire Clowns,
they look similar.
that was a really big deal for me because now I can run that through every single clown out there. And
Yeah.
we also just hit the Blue-Eyed Lucy clowns.
Oh,
Blue-eyed Lucy
Yeah.
clown.
Yeah.
how does that look?
Does it have pattern?
Yeah, it's
You can barely see the
Like a
pattern.
ghost pattern.
Is that on your
Yeah.
page?
yeah. I'm looking at it now. Well, I
Yeah, there's
think I see a loose. That's what I'm looking at down here. I'm oh, there they are.
So that one is yeah, but that one doesn't show it well. You can't see the pattern in that picture real well.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
This one here, if you look at, you can see the pattern around the tail,
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! You can.
but you put it under a black light and
And
it's awesome.
Yeah.
So we're doing Super Mojave spot nose clowns this year. We're doing Super Mojave, possibly Super Mojave Batmans this year.
Oh,
So I've never made a Batman clown. I've had
So I
everything
can
it takes to
only
make
imagine.
Batmans for 6 years.
if
and
you put
I
that
just have a desire.
in a vision cage with a blue light on it, that'll be crazy. Crazy.
We're using these cages here.
Right.
Uh, We're going to put black lights and white lights on them, and we're going to take one to the show, and you'll come up and you'll see nothing but a Blue-Eyed Lucy, and then you switch lights and you'll see
And
the
then-
clown.
Yeah, that'll be sick.
So
That's gonna be
do you
cool.
know do you know the group Insane Clown Posse?
Yes.
There were 37 in the Insane Clown Posse. When they go to concert, there was 37 people would walk on stage looking like normal humans.
Right.
They'd shut off the lights, and for like 3 seconds when they came back on, you had 37 of the nastiest looking clowns there was. Well, I'm naming this project the Insane Clown Posse.
Nice.
That's funny.
That's
Nice.
pretty cool.
Every clown will have the name of one of the Insane
Oh, one
Clowns.
of them. Yeah.
That's cool. That's an awesome
So-
idea.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, just think that you got 37 clowns in with white snakes in a cage, and you
Yeah.
flip on a black light, and every one of them are different.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty nice. Pretty nice. Speaking of crazy, have you had any success with the super scaleless? I know you
so,
have some coming to size now.
well, no, they're breeding.
They're breeding now.
Yeah, we've been breeding them all year.
Okay.
So they're building follicles, but they're building slowly.
Okay.
I think the last time we checked, they were at about 24 millimeters, something like that.
Oh well, they're
One
getting
was
up there.
one was at like 19, one was at 24. I'm not saying they're going to go because I don't know that until it happens.
Right.
But I actually borrowed these females because I don't have a female big enough to breed, so I borrowed some from Daniel.
Okay.
And so we bred the Lemon Blast to a big clown. Because again, I'm not worried about making the scaleless again. All I'm worried about is getting a female on eggs.
Yep.
And then the second one we bred to a inchy pastel scaleless head. It's a normal. So hopefully we see one on eggs this year. If we don't, I mean, I don't know what to say, but we're videoing everything along the way. We're not showing any of it right now. At the end of the season, if we get one on eggs, we're going to release a video showing everything along the way.
Mm-hmm.
If they reabsorb, or let's say there's always a chance that they'll explode when they ovulate because there is no belly scales to hold them together.
Right.
If that happens, we're going to video it and show what happens.
Right.
I want this project to be as transparent as possible. And the only way to do that is to show the truth.
Right.
One way or the other.
Yeah.
So
Good or bad.
hopefully they don't blow up. Hopefully we get some eggs and we can put all that to rest. Is it going to save the project? The project's dead. The project's not coming back.
Right.
And rightfully so. I mean, this project is not for everybody. When I first got into the scaleless, my biggest thing was I get to make everything everybody else has done, but better.
Right.
And so I wanted everything in my collection scaleless. Well, after about the 5th or 6th one, I decided that's not a really good idea because they do take more time. They, you know, they shed fine. I've never had a problem with them shedding. We had one the other day that got stuck right in the middle because he had just ate. And so I just wet him down and put him back in the tub. And the next morning we checked on him. He was completely shed.
Right.
You know, and we don't have any problems with that. They have to stay dry. You know, you keep them as super dry, you know, until they get ready to shed, and then you mist them down. Other than that, they're really not that bad. But the problem is you better stay on top of those sheds, because if you don't wet them down, it's bad. I mean, it's really bad. So if you had a whole collection of nothing but scaleless, you'd have to have 100 employees just to keep up with them.
Wow.
You know, so
It's definitely a designer pet, is what I like to call them.
yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's just like your hairless cats
Yeah,
and all
I
that.
was about to say,
stuff,
same thing.
Yeah.
you know,
The skinny pigs, all of that.
I'm
they're all
not going to
special.
stop breeding them totally, but I'm not going to put a lot of effort into it anymore.
Right. And
Uh,
scaleless head is such a enhancing gene too. You know, you get things better.
yeah.
Clean.
So I
They
mean, like
clean
you
everything
said, you
up.
don't have to make a super scaleless.
Yep.
Well, so the way I said it early on, and I use a lot of human analogy with everything I do, but so let's say, you know, we all killed some early on. There's no doubt about that. Everybody wants to blame Brian Barczyk for tanking this project. Brian did nothing different than the rest of us.
Right.
He was just the face of that project, so he took the blunt end of it.
Mhm.
I killed several of them before I figured out they had to be dry. So the problem was, we got a brand new animal that just come into the United States, and we don't know how to take care of it. You know, I mean, how many animals died in every single species that we brought over before we figured it out?
Right.
Nobody wants to talk about that, but the sad truth is we killed a lot of animals to have what we have today. Take these crocodile skinks. Nobody knew how to take care of these things when they first came over here. I'm the first person in the world that I know of that's going to be colonizing them. You know,
Right.
instead of keeping them in pairs, we're fixing to throw a whole group of them in one cage and see what happens. You know, I don't think we're going to have a problem. They're not singled out in the wild, they're in colonies in the wild.
Right.
So, you know, doing it in captivity is going to be incredible. It's also going to change the whole outlook of that project in general.
Mhm.
But so with the scaleless, I would say your normal ball python is like an analog TV. You put a scaleless head in the mix, now it becomes an LED TV.
Right.
And when you make the scaleless, now you got a high definition TV. And I mean, all it does is tighten the scales up on the scaleless heads,
Yeah.
and you know, it makes it the micro scale, the scaleless head, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the same. You know, everybody wants to, well, one person wants to argue that, but we proved it when we put a scaleless head to a micro scale and made the scaleless animals.
Yeah.
You know, and that person will still argue that point to this day. I think it's funny. But also argue the point that the coral glow is different than banana. And we all know that's the same too.
Sugar and calico.
Calico, yeah.
No, those are different.
Sugar and calico is
Those are
different.
different.
Okay.
Yes, sir. You got sugar, calico, and bubblegum. And you got several lines of each. And when I finally found the line of sugar that brings the whites all the way to the dorsal, I sold everything else out and kept that. So the one thing about my collection that's different from a lot of people, and this is what really sits in some people's eyes. Hector was caught onto it early on, but not only do I pay attention to genetics, I pay attention to the lineage of each and every genetic.
Mm-hmm.
And so I typically will go to the source to buy what I want. And not only that, I'm going to look for the very best example of that animal in that guy's collection before I buy it.
Mm-hmm.
And I said this at Tinley. I guess it was guess it was last October. I was hanging out with somebody, and this one couple kept hanging out, and I was starting to get a little irritated, you know, and I told my wife, I said, let's go get something to eat. I got to get away from these people. And they wouldn't ask normal questions. They were just asking the stupidest stuff over and over and over, and they would repeat the questions, you know, like I'm gonna give them a different answer.
Yeah.
And so we left. Well, they showed up at the same damn restaurant we went to.
No.
And sat right next to us.
And kept asking questions.
Yeah. And then the guy, he says, so if I take your LSR fire and put it to one of my snakes, I'm gonna make, you know, really crazy animals. I said, well, where'd you get that snake? He said, well, I got it at PetSmart. I said, well, let me tell you this. You put trash with trash, you make trash. Actually, I said, if you put shit with shit, you're gonna make shit.
Right.
I said, you put quality with shit, you're still gonna make shit. Pretty simple.
Mm-hmm.
So shit is a dominant gene.
I'm just saying, you put quality with quality, you make quality every time.
Right.
And the guy didn't get it. But he started laughing. He goes, man, I like the way you say that. I said, what do you mean? He goes, well, you're blunt. I said, well, I got to be with you.
Yeah.
Because you know where you're getting this.
Right.
You know, and it's already been proven. I sold one to a guy up north. I mean, way up north. He put it to a PetSmart normal, and he made the most god-awful looking snakes I've ever seen, and then tried to sell them as my snakes.
He
And
tried to sell it as LSR fire.
Yeah, and everybody's calling me and sending me pictures. Hey, is this one of yours? I said, no. I said, it had LSR fire to start with, yes, but he put it with crap, and so this is what you're getting.
Yeah.
I said, if it were me, I would sell that animal and buy one from me. That way, you know you got a good quality animal to start with. And that guy since then has gone out of business, you know. But you know, you know the ones that are going to come and go fast. You know, they're trying to make a quick buck, and
Yeah.
you know, he was trying to sell those animals for the same as I'm selling mine for, and it wasn't happening for him. You know, and then he called me, so I don't understand. I got your fire and I can't sell them. Well, no, look at it. You know, put it with a quality animal.
So you have a fire.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not my fire.
It's ridiculous. You know, there's a guy in New York that was at a show. I got a phone call. I don't remember who called me now. Says, hey, man, there's an LSR fire clown for sale on the table. I said, no, there's not. I said, ain't but two people got pets, and I know where both of them are at. One's in my place and one's in Hector's. I said, ain't neither one of us made none yet. This was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And so the guy went over to the table and he says, hey, he said, I got the owner of LSR on the phone. He said, that ain't one of his. He goes, well, no, I got it from somebody else. And I said, tell him he's a liar.
Got it from somebody else.
Yeah, I know. Hey, and he named the guy off, and I'd never heard of the guy, but whatever.
Right.
But it's a way for somebody, and it's going to happen. You know, I knew that would happen eventually.
Right.
But it's a way for him to sell an animal, you know, for a lot more money. You know,
Yep.
but you know, and they sent me pictures of it, dude. It looked like one of Mike Wilbanks's fire clowns. You know,
Sure.
I mean, yeah, terrible.
So there's a question in the chats that said, what's the problem with, I believe they're talking about the breeding of the scaleless heads, and I don't believe they knew what was going on. So for the people that don't understand, you want to explain the issue with the scaleless heads and the fully scaleless snakes, because they think that it says hopefully the snakes don't blow up or the eggs. So I think they actually think that the snakes are gonna blow up, but I think maybe we have to explain it a little bit better of what the problem is with the scaleless snakes.
Well, there is no problems with the scaleless snakes that I've seen so far. But when it comes to these animals ovulating, you know, I mean, if you've ever watched a ball python ovulate, they look like they swallowed a rabbit. It's always a concern of mine that because there's no belly scales to hold that belly together, that it could burst. We don't know that. And going into this project with Daniel, that was one question I asked. I said, if I do get one to ovulate and she blows up, what are we going to do? He said, well, I guess it blows up. That's a chance we're willing to take to see if this is really viable.
Right.
I personally don't see any reason why it won't be viable. Every scaleless animal out there so far has been viable.
Mm-hmm.
The drawback to that is this is the only scaleless animal that doesn't have belly scales. So every other scaleless animal out there, including the berm that gave, I don't know how many eggs it was, but she laid eggs just fine. But she has belly scales. So we just don't know, and the only real problem with these animals is the rate that they grow. So
Right.
the scaleless animal, it's only going to eat when it's not in shed. As soon as it eats, it goes into shed.
Yep.
So what we've done, and I've got one male out there and one female that's growing very fast right now. But I'm feeding them 3 meals back to back, and then they shed. And it takes them a couple of weeks to shed, and then I'll feed them 3 meals back to back. But we're doing ASFs only. We're doing smaller meals, but we're packing in quite a bit, in between sheds. So they're growing pretty rapidly. But, we never wanted to try that before. We feed live here. We don't feed frozen thawed. I won't pre-kill. That was one of the biggest things with this project that I said from the start. If they cannot eat live animals, I'll get rid of them all. I'll give them away.
Right. Yeah.
Because I refuse to feed frozen thawed. They don't get frozen thawed in the wild. There's no reason for us to do it in captivity. That's my thoughts. And I'm not trying to offend anybody. I mean, if you feed frozen thawed, that's your deal. I know a lot of people can't get live, so they don't have much of a choice, and they don't have the opportunity to, breed their own. We do breed ASFs here. I don't feed ASFs every single week. I'll feed ASFs 3-4 weeks in a row, and then I'll feed Norwegians. We've been doing that for 2 years now, and I've never got a snake stuck on ASF. That's the biggest myth I've ever heard in my life. I've got a guy in South Texas that does the same thing as me. He'll go ASF for 3 weeks, Norwegians for 2 weeks, mice for 1 week, and back to ASFs. And they don't get stuck on the mice like everybody. You got to understand, these snakes are going to eat. They're opportunistic feeders. So they're going to eat whatever you throw at them.
Right.
If you want to throw chicks at them, they'll eat chick. I mean, we've done chicks here a couple times. I'll get somebody that has a mass quantity of chicks at one time, and they'll call me up and say, "Hey, you want these? Hell, bring them to me. I'll throw them in there."
Right.
So they'll eat pretty much anything.
That's the one thing that we haven't fed. We haven't fed chicks.
Me neither.
Everything else. Yeah.
Me neither.
Chicks are kind of expensive, if you're going to buy them. So, I mean, unless you're getting them for free, I wouldn't mess with them.
Mm-hmm.
We were feeding Burns pigs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we get 40 pound or smaller pigs for $5 a piece.
Wow, that's
Wow, that's cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the bounty on them. Wild hogs, brother.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like it. Hey, and what you don't feed the snake, you can throw on the grill.
But
Recycle.
the pigs are frozen thawed, right?
Yeah, so we'll euthanize the pigs, and then because we get them like 30, 40 at a time when they bring them to us. So yeah, we have to do that. But you couldn't feed a live pig anyway. I mean, you could, I guess, but it's going to be pretty dangerous for your animals.
And really loud.
Very
Oh
loud.
yeah,
Very
yeah.
loud.
Loud feeding day.
Definitely loud.
And
Yeah, I could just see
pig
Roscoe
can
with a
hold
live pig.
anything.
Yeah, I could just see Roscoe with a live pig. That would be awesome. Yeah.
Roscoe is, what is it called again?
He's a Cotamundi.
Yeah, Cotamundi. I can never remember.
I can never
the name.
remember it either. I'm the
Yeah.
same thing. He's awesome in
I
person. I
always
just
say
never
Earl.
remember.
Yeah, I
He'll
can-
eat anything you throw in his cage.
Really?
Yeah, when we have the parties, I have to tell people that have dogs, don't bring your dog over here. because I'm not
I
going to be
gotta
responsible for your
look this
dog.
up.
I don't. So he's a omnivore, whatever.
He
Total
eats
what?
anything.
On Monday. Yeah, it's cool, super cool looking pet. Or not pet, I mean, it's a pearl pet, but
Oh,
Yeah,
yes, I've seen this. Okay.
And his whole porcupine.
Yeah, the turbo.
His whole awesome porcupine that I can't wait to meet.
Did you get this when it was a baby?
Yeah.
Oh my God, so cute.
I
And where do they
cannot
come
wait.
from?
So that one came from Brazil, but we actually have some of them here in Texas.
Oh,
now what is the one that looks similar to that that's in Mexico
It's a red.
with the
It's a
long
red Cotamundis.
Is that Cotamundis too?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they'll come up, steal food off your plate, and
Right, yeah.
yeah, they're little thieves. Yeah, they.
That's part of the raccoon family?
So they're kind of like a cross between a raccoon and a bear.
Right, yeah.
They're kind of considered in both families
Interesting.
Okay.
because they can actually turn their feet around and walk backwards just like a bear.
No
wow.
way.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So they have digits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he reaches out and grabs food from you, and
Right.
yeah, everybody gets a handful of marshmallows and goes out there, and I'll tell you, don't put them right up against the fence. Make him reach for them. He'll reach out there and grab them off your hand, and yeah.
Marshmallows.
That's
Oh,
pretty cool.
dude.
That's
Yeah.
that's his snack of
Oh
choice.
man, yeah. We call them crack pellets
Oh.
because he looks like a little crackhead when he got a handful of marshmallows.
Right.
Oh, do I have to bring marshmallows when I go to Arlington now? Oh my goodness.
Oh, we got plenty of marshmallows here, I
Oh
promise
my goodness, I didn't get to feed him. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait.
you. Yeah, the
Couple
grocery
more
store.
weeks.
Hey, when I walk in the grocery store, I got like 12 bags of marshmallows. I said, "Oh, Roscoe's out of food," and I said, "Yep."
It's not for s'mores. They know how to it is.
No, it's the small
that's cool.
marshmallows. You can't
Oh
do the
yeah,
big
the
ones.
miniatures.
Yeah, he don't like the big ones.
Okay.
It's too gummy on him or something. I don't know.
Yeah. That's super cool.
And Turbo eats nothing but vegetables. So you go through like 2 10-pound bags of potatoes a week, 20 pounds of carrots, 10 pounds of apples, about 5 bushels of bananas,
Damn.
avocados.
I hope
He'll
you
eat.
get some donations. Holy moly, that sounds expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I have several people that bring me like zucchini squash and stuff like that. But yeah, most of it I do myself.
Whew. Rough.
Tish sent you those earthworms.
So, I said we have about 8 more minutes because my little guy starts school tomorrow. He's starting kindergarten, so I can't be on
Wow.
too long because he has to go to bed. But we have somebody wanting me to eat some more bugs, so
Oh my gosh.
let's do that real quick and let me vomit
Okay.
again.
What are these?
So these are real earthworms. It's not for birds, not just for birds. So yeah, that's what that is.
Hey, ooh.
Let's do this real quick, and then
Oh, this is for fishing purposes only.
Sounds yummy.
So those are not gummy worms?
they're definitely not gummy worms. They're real worms. They're just coated in a candy.
Oh,
Oh,
They look
Oh,
freeze
so they're
dried.
not live.
Tish.
Definitely not live, but hey, if somebody wants me to do that, now that's gonna need a super chat. Definitely not doing that for free because that's gross. And I have
Okay.
some.
sweet
Okay,
and sour
so here's the deal.
and earthy.
So when you're at my house,
Uh-oh.
I have a challenge for you.
Oh
It'll
no.
It'll go along. It'll go along with the you know what horchata is?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
rice water.
Yeah.
So I'm making horchata, but with rum in it. And so you have a shot of the rumchetta with a dubia roach.
Oh hell no!
Yeah.
No, I can't do roaches. That was like
Yeah.
the only thing I can't do. Can it be a
Ah.
baby if I have to do this? And it would have to be for US ARC. No way am I doing this for anything but US ARC. No other way. Because no way.
Okay.
That's my one fear, Earl, are roaches.
Okay, we'll do it on stage at the U.S. Ark auction then.
Oh,
There
whoa.
it is.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You want to do it
Let's
for
do
U.S.
it.
Ark?
Let's do it. I'm
By
down.
God,
I'm
we'll do
down. I'll bid on that.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, Tish, I want a question. Would you actually ever eat the worm from the tequila at the beginning of one of these interviews and then do the rest of the interview and maybe hopefully get a little drunk off that worm?
Tequila is one of the alcohols that will make me puke just by the smell of it. Oh, I hate tequila so bad. I really, I don't drink, period, so pretty much anything is gonna make me puke.
Well, good thing you don't puke on rum, because we're gonna have a rum chata.
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm not a drinker. You don't want to see me drunk. You guys don't want to see me drunk.
Hey,
Believe me, you don't.
we are putting a gallon jug as my logo on one side of the jug, the US Ark logo on the other, with 4 glasses, is going in the US Ark auction. It is filled with 110 proof moonshine with fireballs in it. We crushed up 3 pounds of fireballs and put in it.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's gonna sell for a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna sell for a lot. Oh, the dubia. Oh,
Let's do it, Tish. Do it.
Don't be
Oh,
scared.
hopefully this one's not gonna
green
be that
apple.
bad.
What is that? Apple?
Green
Oh,
apple.
it looks doable. That looks
Delicious.
doable. It's a lot more doable than
Your
the last
sons
one.
can't put the whole thing in there. Come on.
Hey,
It's delicious.
actually, that one's
It's
not
not
that
bad, right?
That one's not that bad.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What the hell is
Snacky.
that and under in it?
Worm?
That's a worm.
No. It's like sour.
Yeah, it sounds.
Yeah, it's a sour,
It's
sour worm.
like a sour patch
You all
kid. Hey, Vinny.
Hi.
Oh yeah, you
Ah.
got caught. You got your hand in there. Okay, that one wasn't that bad. It's just really sour. Oh, thank goodness I don't have bugs in my mouth anymore, like the legs from the cricket. Ugh,
We'll
that was
just,
nasty.
just throw them all in at one time.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
Just
Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah.
toss it.
Oh
Do
goodness.
it. Do it.
Hey, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. I'm gonna bring some for you.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Here
Got
comes
a
the bitter beer
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Oh, I'm gonna come up with something good one day and send it to you.
That one's a little rougher. I think I can eat them. I can feel them a little bit more.
No,
Mm-hmm.
it's a placebo.
I don't think
Wait,
You just
wait.
eat it.
I make guys on TV eat them big old night crawlers.
Yes. Exactly.
Oh my
Yeah, when-
God.
When we filmed a TV show Darkness,
She's out and she's out.
we put people underground for 6 days with no food, no light, and no water. I'll give you all the food you want in the form of maggots, roaches,
Right.
crickets, earthworms,
I tried.
rats.
How long did it take them to
I
say,
tried.
okay, I'm gonna eat
I
that?
tried.
Usually about the 3rd day in,
Ugh.
they'll finally start trying to eat them.
They'll start. Yeah, hell yeah.
We gave a guy a roll of duct tape and he was on the ground trying to catch all the crickets on duct tape.
Wait, what show is this?
Darkness,
Is this a TV show?
yeah, on Discovery Channel.
Darkness.
Yeah, go on YouTube and look up Darkness, and you can see some of the stuff that we filmed. It's pretty incredible.
That's like
Like
that's-
Alone. I watch Alone.
Yeah, that show alone.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, that
they're
was
eating
nasty.
mice. They're eating rats. They're eating whatever they can get
Yep.
their hands on.
Yeah,
Right?
whatever
Yeah, we
happened to
did-
Fear Factor? Well, you got to eat all this and get money. Dang, man, that was
Yeah.
nasty. That was nasty.
That's now that'll wrap the last question, Tish, for you.
Hmm.
What I mean, if you had to eat some, let's say cow testicles,
Oh God.
chew it, swallow it, and hold it down,
Can I cook it?
and you get the no, just straight raw. But
Oh God.
if you're able to finish that challenge, now you get a, let's say a stranger confusion desert ghost clown.
100%. In a second.
Oh, you can do it
Give
now.
me like all
Oh,
of them.
now you can do it.
I mean,
Now you
I don't
can
know if
do
I
it.
can be able to keep it down, but I'll
But
try.
that's part of the whole
I can't
challenge.
I
You
think
gotta
we'd
keep
all
it
do
down.
it.
I
We'd
can't
all
even
do
keep this down. I literally just puked that out because all of them at once had the nasty, earthy, gross taste, and I couldn't keep it down. I tried.
The crickets taste better.
Roscoe would love that. Are you kidding? Come on.
Man,
It's a delicacy in some countries, so
And it also has
They
a lot
made
of
it raw.
protein. All the protein in bugs, believe me, I believe in it. But I can't be able to taste the bug. And I can't have a leg stuck in my tooth for 24 hours. That was nasty.
a female dubia. That way, there's no wings.
Okay, I can do it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be rough. It has to be alive, doesn't it?
Whole gram
Absolutely.
protein.
Oh, God.
There's
Can it be a
there's
mini
no
one?
reason to do a dried bug.
Yeah.
Can I do a mini one? Like, small?
No, you just,
Ugh.
it's like a chicken
Oh,
nugget.
it's so easy for you. Oh, yeah, it's a chicken
Chicken
nugget.
nugget.
Let's see you do it.
Yeah.
Let's see
Yeah.
all three of us do it since you think it's so easy. Nasty.
Just wash it down with the
Hey, you get a rum chata chaser.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because whatever's left at the house on Friday night goes to the show to give it out on Saturday.
Yeah, exactly.
I will
Is
only
that
do
the-
it for US Arc. That's it. That's the only way I'll do it.
I'll call Phil and let him know it's going to happen.
Mm.
Right. Can't wait.
Oh, that's what did I get myself into?
They're gonna have to get a short microphone tower, but we'll make it happen.
I'm gonna need a mini one. See, even my mic is mini. All right, well, let's wrap this up. So now I'm gonna be thinking about this dubia roach I'm gonna be eating for the next, like, what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
Yep.
So
Exactly.
that's gonna be fun. Anyway, it was great having you on, Earl, as usual. Love talking to you. We will see you soon. And Kylan and Dee, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of Amsterdam. I'm a little jelly.
Yeah. No, it's cool.
Y'all are coming too, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
They're staying.
It's 3
They're staying
o'clock
in the
morning
same
here
one.
right now.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
They said you guys are staying in the same hotel as us. The one down the road from you.
I don't even remember. I don't even
Yeah.
remember where we're staying.
No, the restaurant has some really cool peppers that are fun to eat too.
Oh,
He's still on it, yeah. Oh no, that's my specialty.
yeah.
You know, I always think that I can do it and I just can't.
I think
That I'm
pepper
just
is too spicy.
blowing. Yeah.
I don't even put
These-
pepper
black
on my
pepper.
food. Black pepper.
Hey,
I don't
these
even put
peppers
pepper on my
are-
food.
These peppers are the bomb.
For real.
Are they like
I-
ghost peppers or are they like actually?
No, I don't know what they're called, but he grills them first and then deep fries them.
Mm.
Okay.
So you piss them off twice.
I'll give those a shot. I'll give those a shot for sure.
Dude, every show I'll grab a plate of them and I'll walk around and I'll usually get 2 or 3 takers. But we had this one Mexican kid last time. He said, "Oh, I can eat a handful of them." I said, "There you go, bro."
A handful.
Hey,
Wow.
Mm.
he took a bite of the first one and he was running to the bathroom. I was like, "Yeah, handful."
See, see, that's one thing. Spice, not doing it. That
Hey,
one.
what's
Hey,
that?
Carolina
Well, we
Reaper
can
one
send
time, I'm
Fish
done
or
with
some
this right now.
spicy worms.
No,
Spicy cockroaches.
I will eat a meal. No, let me not say that. I will eat pretty much any meal, any meat. I will try pretty much any meat before I would do any type of pepper.
Well, they did the Carolina Reaper challenge here at my house on the last show, and I missed it too because I was filming with Dave Kaufman. But my wife said she had what's his name? Philip from Pack Rat.
Yeah.
He was throwing up in my sink. Marita De La Pena, the deadly transfer girl, she was throwing up in the trash can in the laundry room. There was several people heaving and hoeing around the corner behind my building. Every one of them pretty much threw up. And then the next day at the show, everybody's still sick from them.
Yeah.
Are these from the whiskey?
No. Pepper.
Just the peppers.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we'll
I've
see.
never-
We'll see if we can find a whiskey from Amsterdam. So
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll have one.
I'll
One
try
of
to-
these.
I'll try to
that
find a
was cool.
whiskey up here too. Get you
Yeah.
a whiskey.
I think I have a box of whiskey sitting here, but I'm not allowed to open it until the show.
Oh.
It's been sitting here for a month and a half.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Eric from Drop Time Reptiles sent me this box that says you cannot open it until I'm there. I was like, "You're a jerk, dude." And it's a heavy box,
torture.
so I'm
Torture.
Yeah, it's a heavy box, so I'm sure it's whiskey.
That's like waiting on that anticipated clutch.
Yeah.
You just keep looking at it.
We'll see y'all in 3 weeks.
Big Bucky.
Tip his hat at you.
Gonna have to take some selfies with that little guy. All right. And we're out of here. I will see you guys in the background, and everybody else, have a great night.
Peace.